Well, here we are, once again, we are here. Welcome back, folks. As you saw there, I was just testing that, or following on from last episode, I was checking to see whether the baby villager sort... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look how many there were. There was so many, it almost filled up. I did not appreciate there was that many baby villagers in. That is so interesting. So yeah, the idea there was I was having problems. Oh yeah, by the way, some of the lily pads have disappeared, like those ones there. I've seen this problem before, but completely forgot about it. Anyway, the idea was to make sure that baby villagers would not be able to swim up into the water stream and get along here, because for one thing, they weren't able to travel all the way along the water. They would always get stuck in one of those spaces above another villager. But also, these pistons here, they do not work. So, my aim is to now remove these blocks here and, well, remove the piston and everything like that and just have it open. That's slightly less desirable because obviously I would like to be able to activate both and everything and trade with them, but we can still trade with them like this, can't we? Yeah, okay, all good. So we'll just have to trade with them like that. That is a toolsmith, which is good. I'm not going to apologise for it. I'm just going to do it. Okay, we're just going to get rid of these guys because, like, you can't do anything with these. So my apologies that you have to watch this. This video is for an older, mature audience. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, that was what I was doing. This episode I think we're going to do something a bit different. We'll work on this upper section another time. I mean, it doesn't really work, this upper section, but I'll modify this eventually off camera. But it's just nice to have the sorter system there working again. So this is something I've not actually revealed in a video yet. I have live streamed this a fair amount. In fact, I might have revealed it in a video, but I've not actually shown it visually or maybe explain the full details of my plan. Now, I was actually already did this yesterday, but I think the footage got messed up for some reason or other. So we're just going to do it again. I'll redo it all. Basically, also I should say I was at the villager area where I was at the start of the episode, and I had to fly over here because I couldn't be bothered going all the way back to the Nether hub and then coming all the way out here on foot or in the air, obviously, with Elytra and whatnot. And as I was flying over here, I flew over some areas where there was 1.13 terrain, because obviously all the oceans around here are, just 1.12 and below oceans. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was going to show them off, but I mean, everyone's seen what seagrass looks like, or river grass, or water grass, or fill-in-the-blank grass that's under the water. Anyway, this is the road. Why am I building it? Well, I'm building it simply as it is more like a build than an actual means of transport or a means of travelling. I've been building this for basically ever since I stopped recording. Like I finished the city, and then almost immediately after I started building this, it's, as you can see, it's 4,500 blocks from the 0x coordinate, which is roughly from where it starts. It starts from right outside the city, and its destination is going to be the area designated to Rwanda, the country. As I said, it's more of a build. It's like the typical scenario of sometimes people build a castle in the world, not necessarily because they want to use it as a base or whatever, but just because it looks nice and it's something to add to the world. And that's similarly what I'm doing with this. It's a long distance road route. I've always been fascinated by routes like this, how they grew up and whatnot, and so that's why I'm building it here. There's also a dual purpose, and I've not really spoken about this that much, but what I'm hoping to do, I might have spoken about it on stream, but what I'm planning to do is, this ocean here, I'm planning to put a road right round it. So there's basically a junction, some way back there, like 1,000 blocks, maybe hundreds of blocks back there, and it splits off in two, and one side goes round that way and the other comes round this way. So while this road here acts as the road to the final destination, it's also part of the ring loop around the ocean. The reason I'm doing that is this is the stuff I was working on yesterday from basically about here along is what I was working on, and I did some on live stream. But the reason I'm doing the road around the ocean is because I was once very, very briefly part of an SMP that was planning to put a road. Their main plan was to put a road around this lake slash ocean. It was more of an ocean than a lake, and this is definitely more of an ocean than a lake. So just kind of to take up those plans that SMP had, I'm going to try and do the same thing. They never got it done. I don't think the SMP lasted too long, but there you go. Also, I do want to show off some very interesting scenery. I saw this a while back as I was flying over, scouting for potential road routes, and it looked very, very amazing. I think, anyway. I mean, look at that. Water pool, waterfalls, high mountains. As you can see, the road goes straight through the plains. Yeah, so I worked on most of this on live stream yesterday. It was quite a good stream. Unfortunately, the playback video archive thing, it was very glitchy, so at times whole segments were skipped. I'm not sure if it was like that. I'm not sure if it was like that during the actual live stream. I'm guessing that's something to do with internet connection. But what can you do? It's just one of these things. I'm not convinced the internet here is built necessarily for high quality streaming. To be honest, I'm not sure the internet here is built for high quality anything, but there you go. I'll just follow the road along. My biggest dilemma was how to get over the mountains. In the end, I decided, with the help of Stream Chat, to go straight through it. So I built a bit of a tunnel, and I'm kind of satisfied with that choice. Only on the basis that it took very, very little time to dig straight through here. In contrast to, going over the mountain, I would probably still be doing it right this very minute. So yeah, I've also got Mr. Spider here. Just get rid of him. It just comes out here, out into the open, and over there is, the furthest extent of it. So the idea is, if we started flying that way, Rwanda would be, basically opposite that. And the reason we're going this way is not just to meet up with the road that comes around the ocean from that way, but also because this is the quickest way. We can't go that way around this ocean, because that doesn't go to Rwanda, to that area. So that's why we're going this way. Also, this is one ocean, this is the other ocean, this is our meeting point, and this is a thin strip of land that separates them, which I find quite fascinating. A bit of a sandbar. So yeah, I'll maybe give you a quick tour. I'll go on a bit of a flight, see what we can see. I doubt there'll be new grass, or not grass, but new ocean features in this area, only because I used to fly around this a lot back in the day when I was trying to really plan for things. But I'm pretty convinced if we fly this way, as you can see, we've got I was about to call it the Sahara, but the Sahara is in fact a desert. Well, that's a desert, but that's a savanna. That's what I was intending to say. I'm not going to pretend that I know exactly where I'm going. I think we keep flying this way. Let's get some height, shall we? I'm not that good at flying, I'll be honest. And then we just keep flying this direction. There's a river over to the right, river up ahead. Are those the extreme hills? They're not extreme hills, but they are extreme hills if you take my meaning. Not the noun, but the adjective. We just fly along this coast. It's turning night, although you didn't need me to tell you that. And there you go, up ahead. So it's still a long way off, that's the point. It's still a long way off. This is the final destination. I'm hoping that the road will come out just along there. But yeah, this is the area that was designated to the African country of Rwanda, which I did visit. My plans for this area, well, I've not really stated them, but I would like to add to, well, this front bit here, although I'm not sure what I would add. As I said, it's when I left this world, it was a year and a half ago, so that's now like a year and a half longer since I've been to this place. And obviously I can look at photos and that, but it's always nice to take stuff off of just memory, but my memory is dimming from that part of my life. But yeah, there was one or two things I wanted to do. Maybe add stuff to the front, add one or two shops around here. This is the farming area. I was kind of hoping to add stuff to that. And then this was the wild area, the kind of the area that was untouched by civilization. I was going to add a kind of safari feel to it, although I'm not sure how I would do that. And I was hopeful of building in the desert as well, although there isn't any desert yet in that country. And this is 6,500 blocks from 00, so in theory we need to bring the road another 2,000 blocks before we get here, but we're obviously going to have to take a round route, purely because we've got an ocean to avoid. So yeah, another good thing is we can use the road and add features to it and that. I should say the road, not this road, but the other road, although the other road should join up with this road. It's not going to be completely stone, although I said on stream yesterday I regretted making it stone and would rather have made it cobble, but I mean there's nothing I can do now. I can maybe try and semi-convert it, but we'll see. Anyway, this is this area. I quite like it actually. I like the BEP thing. Obviously I didn't build that all by myself. You know me, you know that I like to get my stuff from other more... Oh, no. Oh, come on. Oh, look at that. Oh, brilliant. Perfect. You know me, I like to get my stuff from better designers. But whoever designed it looks fantastic. Now I'm going to have to build another minecart because I need to get back somehow. And the nether is still the most preferable way of getting over there. So, since I showed the end of the road, or the furthest extent of the road, I thought I would show you the beginning of the road. Where does it begin? The answer is right here. I can't remember how much of this I had built in episode 250, but certainly most of what you see beyond this point here was built on stream or off camera. I think most of it was actually built on stream, which is, you know, it's one of these things I can just get away with doing, and it's mindless at times, or I can speak and chat and that sort of a thing, which is good, because sometimes when I play other games that requires a lot of attention, then I'm less talkative, but this is fine. But yeah, this is where the road begins. It comes out the back of the city that we built, and as you can see, it just climbs into the mountains immediately. I mean, the road's nice and decorated here. Got a bit of a staircase. And then, that's it. It's just pure stone after that. It's actually quite wide here. How wide is it? 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, it's 5 wide. It must go from... Well, yeah, as you see here, it's like 7 wide, 6 wide. Maybe it's just 6 wide as a test. Or as a marker at the start. But yeah, no, it's not bad. You can see half a tower there. The rest of the tower hasn't loaded in. Yeah, that's the view of the city. I'm not sure if I'm not sure what other plans I had for around this area. I was kind of half thinking of building a bridge across there, across the front. Oh, I did it with my Elytron. I was totally thinking about that, like before I started recording. I was like, you know, thank goodness I put my Elytra on. You know, you always see those people who like jump off a cliff and forget to put their Elytra on. But yeah, thankfully there was no mega consequences there for my muck-up. So I'll be honest, I was going to mention this a few episodes ago, I think, and I think it was one of the things I cut out. But basically, the only build in the city that I'm contemplating from changing. I'm not pretending I'm amazing at building. I mean, all this stuff I think is alright, but you know, there's probably more professional build teams out there that do, you know, far grander job. This was just me and my own, and for me and my own, I'm happy with it. The only build I would dare alter at the moment is that one. No, I'm kidding. It's the post office here. I've never really liked the post office. I like its concept with the letterbox, which will probably never get used, other than that one time when it was just used there. But I've always thought... But then the thing is, I look on the outside and I'm like, you know, yeah, I could do a better job. But then I go inside and I think it's all quaint and cool. Although, I don't know, it doesn't look amazing either. So, this might be something we get onto at some point in future. Just thought we would admire this again. Of course, this wasn't my original idea. I got this online, but I think it looks amazing. Obviously, if you're close up, you can hear the sound of the piston, and obviously piston sounds in fountains are unnatural. I like how some of them fly way up. I don't actually have a problem with that, and you can't see the arrow, but it just adds for a cool effect. Okay, so I think I'm just going to end the episode there, although it does seem kind of premature. I know it's going on quite long, and although I've not really done an awful lot, I've still, I've shown off the road and that sort of a thing. So I think we'll just call it a day there. What I'm planning to do is maybe make a list of things that I need to finish, things I need to complete. I actually found an old list of stuff that I was going to do on this, or I was planning to do. So there's always that we can get down to doing. However, I do feel we should make a point of finishing off a few things and adapting a few things. For example, the villager area, the villager breeder and all that sort of stuff, that's been modified. I'm really happy we got that done. But obviously there is a lot more we can do in that area, and especially with the with regards to the villagers. So yeah, I will make plans. Keep in mind though, I won't be well, I might be doing builds and all that, but I will probably be doing more in my journey world, just because I can afford to take my time with this series because I don't know when 1.14 is coming out. Whereas with my journey world, I'll be updating every so often, and once I update, then the previous update, I won't be going back to that one, and so that's why I want to make the best of that, the best of those updates while I have them. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But I will hopefully get on to building one or two interesting stuff over the next few weeks. But until next time, thank you for watching. All the best. Bye for now.